Real estate due diligence for corporate mergers is an important part of the process of acquiring that asset. This is Dave at AFX Search, licensed private investigators. When a company or some type of investment fund is purchasing a corporation or an enterprise that holds real estate, it's important to make sure that the real estate holdings as represented on that balance sheet are actually as they are on the asset list. For example, if a chain of stores has different locations that are showing as owned assets, it's important to make sure that those pieces of real estate are actually titled in the name of the entity that's being purchased, and it's not some other holding company or management company. It's important to know to make sure that the assets are not encumbered any more than they're being represented. We worked with a client that was buying a chain of retail locations that represented they owned all of their locations. It turned out about half of them were actually leased from the shopping malls or the strip centers and were not actual capital assets that could be brought forward to the new company. And in another case, the company that was being purchased had a management firm that held the real estate and was leasing it back to the parent company. So making sure that the real estate part of that asset transfer or that corporate transfer is owned by the entity being purchased, and that asset sale is an important part of it. And part of that real estate due diligence may discover things like liens against the assets, taxes past due. That would indicate expenses that the acquiring company may have to be involved with. Sometimes it'll even indicate potential liabilities. Have there been lawsuits against any of those locations? Or things like environmental liens or UCC filings for fixtures. If the fixtures are supposed to go with the property, making sure that they're not encumbered by UCC filing. Real estate due diligence is part of a complicated commercial title search. If you have questions about performing due diligence on property or any real estate title research, you can reach us at our website at titlesearch.com.